Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we do everything e-skate, down to cinematic films and e-skate reviews every Friday. So I hope you tune in and come along for the ride. Today, we're going to take a look at the WowGo AT2 Plus. First off, I want to say thank you to WowGo for sending me this awesome piece of equipment. That's all I can say. This thing is an absolute monster. The craftsmanship is just beautiful, and I'm super excited to put it to the test for you guys and see what it has to offer. Without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, so first impression, I was actually blown away by the craftsmanship and the look of the board. That's the beautiful thing about WowGo. They've always been known for their attention to detail, so 5 stars there. The grip tape all the way down to the style, they definitely are keeping in tune with what is hot right now and what is trending. The style boards, this being a 2-in-1 all-terrain board, and how these motors sit back. Just the whole board is very sleek and it speaks for itself. Okay, the board type is fiberglass, bamboo, and Canadian maple. All together with the all-terrain wheels, it runs about 30 pounds. One thing about this deck that really sells it for me is the flex that it has. Not many 2-in-1 boards have this option, which to me puts this board up there with its competitors, just for that reason alone. Even with the flexibility, the clearance is no issue, no matter what wheel option you decide to go with, whether it's all-terrain, cloud, or street. All the wheels come with their own bearings, their own hardware ready to go out of the box. So you can kind of just switch out. It has the belts and the pulleys for each one. I believe the all-terrain, the pulleys are 60T, which is 60 teeth. The cloud wheels, I believe these are 40T, and these are ABEC core. So these allow you to swap, just like you see here, which are the 97mm from Evolve. WowGo is going to have 2 different options to go with. You can have the 2-in-1 option, which will be the clouds and the all-terrain wheels, the 175s and the 120mm. Then the other option is just the all-terrain wheels. That will run about $12.29 USD, and with the 2-in-1 option, that will run about $13.49 USD. And if you use my discount code CitySurfer at checkout, it will take off some of the price for you, helping you out and helping me out as well, which is highly appreciated. So thank you with that. I got a chance to rip around New York, which was super fun. And so did my boy Fred from eSkate Unity. You guys must know him. He's over here crushing the game in the eSkate world. So he actually came through and we just ripped up New York.
Hey, reckless talk, but I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one, check my fabric. Hey, I said reckless talk, but I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt. I'm a real one, check my fabric. Look at my fabric, out of this atlas, I point way up. I got a passion mixed with action, boy, don't play.
So kudos to him, and handled the roads like butter. Just super impressed, and especially with that flexible deck, it was just a no-brainer. All right, now let's talk about the trucks for this board. They are double kingpin trucks, which are designed for carving and maneuverability. Super maneuverable in and out of traffic, hence the all-terrain option. It's good for those trails where there's a lot of rocks and tree roots sticking out of the ground, where you can get around and maneuver without even thinking. And that's what these trucks are designed for. But it does reach max speeds safely and is very stable. About the trucks as well, what makes it stable that much more is the wheelbase. The trucks are 12-inch trucks, which are very wide and allow for more stability. So when you want to get to those higher speeds, the board is a lot more stable, even with those double kingpin trucks, which are super carvy. So the bushings that WowGo decided to go with, they have a cone for the top and a crank barrel bushing for the bottom. They have 97s in the back, 95s in the front. I had no problem reaching higher speeds with that bushing setup. Obviously, take it slow at first, getting used to the board. And if you've never tried double kingpin, definitely take it slow. Let's transition into what you can expect for speed out of this board. Me, as a rider, I'm 6'1", 180 pounds, and I'm able to get this board up to 32 miles an hour with ease. All-terrain wheels, I was getting 27, 28, which is actually pretty fast for all-terrain wheels. With the all-terrain wheels, with the 175 millimeter, you're expected to get about 15 to 18 miles range. That's at my weight. That's at 180 pounds. So on WowGo's website, they have the range marked at about 25 to 27 miles range with these wheels. That's with a 150 pound rider. I'm 180 and I got about 20 to 22 miles range with these wheels. Now with the current setup on it, at my weight, 180, I'm getting about 26 to 27 miles with this setup, and that is with the board completely dead, and the charge time is about 4 hours to 4.5 hours, which actually isn't bad for that range. This is a 12S 4P 604 watt hour, which is competitive in today's market. Hill climbing, the percentage for gradability is about 30% for hills. All right, let's talk about the motors on this bad boy. They are 2100 watt motors, 5330, 175 kV. And these sit back, so they have a lot more tendency to take a beating. So they have this awesome bash guard, which is actually pretty attractive, and I like the look of it. She's a beauty. Oh, and one thing about the motors. Yes, because WowGo sent me a prototype, there are a couple things to note with this board in particular. And one is the motors. You notice these are red and they have a red trim. The board that you get, the actual final product of the board, is not going to have red motors or a red trim. These are the prototype motors, but they are exact replicas, just a different outside shell. The wattage is the same, so testing it, it's going to be identical. Also, one more thing, I don't know if you noticed yet, but on the grip tape, it just says AT2. They don't have the plus on this prototype, but in the boards they're manufacturing and the final product, the boards that you will get, it will have the plus on the grip tape. So the ESC is from Hobbywing, which is great, and it is also the updated version. So this has the newer ESC from Hobbywing, which is really cool because you can actually power on the board now with the remote, which is really convenient. It functions the same. The response time to the remote is identical. It has 4 speed modes, so speeds 1, 2, and 3, and each one of those speed modes will get you a different max speed. And then last but not least is their new updated turbo mode, which now takes you out of that 25 mile an hour range and it puts you up there into the low 30s. A couple of cool features that the board comes with is this awesome handle, which is pretty convenient, especially when you have the all-terrain wheels on. Also, pretty cool feature that the board comes with is this brake lighting option. Comes with these 2 lights that screw in. Comes with its own plate, and you screw these lights on and they act as brake lights, which is pretty cool feature. I actually do like the lights. I think it adds to the overall appeal of the board, and I think it just really looks sleek. It's awesome. So good job there, WowGo. Cool thing to note about the grip tape is that it is cushion. so you can actually ride this barefoot and it will be comfortable. So it is like a sponge grip tape, and along the edges on these sides it has their slogan, which is passion on the go. It's a high performance board. This is definitely the best board that WowGo has provided to date, so that is good to see that WowGo is still improving and focused on growing as a company. Hopefully they continue to do so. That's gonna wrap it up. I give this board a 5-star rating, especially because of pricing, and this is still considered a budget option. This will definitely get you in the world of the 2-in-1 option for sure, especially at an affordable price. So it's definitely something to consider. Don't forget, use discount code CitySurfer at checkout, and that will help you out, take off some of that price, and it will help me out in the end as well. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you come back, like, subscribe, comment, let me know your thoughts. What do you think of this board? Leave them below. Remember, we have new videos every Friday, e-skate films and reviews. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.